The Zimbabwean sun beat down on the sprawling car park of the Avondale shopping centre. Tino circled his small sedan, a familiar frown creasing his brow. His spot, the one tucked perfectly under the shade of the grand Masasa tree, was occupied. A silver hatchback sat smugly in its place. He sighed, a puff of warm air, and navigated to the far side of the lot, an unfamiliar and sun-drenched territory. He parked, locked the doors with a reluctant chirp, and gave a final, longing glance towards the Masasa tree. With his shopping list in hand, he trudged towards the entrance, the heat already radiating from the asphalt. The simple task of parking had soured his mood, a minor inconvenience that felt disproportionately frustrating. He just hoped his frozen goods wouldn't melt on the long, hot drive home from this strange new spot. An hour later, Tino emerged, his trolley laden with groceries. The late afternoon sun cast long shadows across the now sparsely populated car park. He walked, almost on autopilot, towards the comforting shade of the Msasa tree. He stopped. His heart gave a sudden, hard thud against his ribs. The spot was empty. The silver hatchback was gone, but so was his car. He blinked, his mind refusing to process the scene. It couldn't be. He walked around the tree, his pace quickening into a frantic search. He looked up and down the aisle, his eyes scanning for the familiar shape of his vehicle. Nothing. A cold dread, a stark contrast to the day's heat, washed over him. His car, his lifeline in the bustling city of Harare, had simply vanished into thin air. He fumbled for his phone. "Harare Central Police," a calm voice answered. Tino, his own voice trembling, tried to explain. "My car. It's been stolen." From the Avondale shopping centre. He gave his details, the make, the model, the license plate, his words tumbling over each other in a rush of panic and disbelief. The officer on the other end was patient, reassuring him that a unit would be dispatched shortly. Tino paced back and forth near the Msasa tree, feeling utterly helpless. The car park was almost entirely deserted now, the emptiness amplifying his sense of loss. Every passing headlight on the main road made him jump. Where could it be? He envisioned the worst, his mind racing through scenarios of chop shops and cross-border thefts. All this just because he had to park in a different spot. The wait for the police felt like an eternity. A police vehicle finally pulled in, its lights casting a gentle, rhythmic glow. A friendly officer in a crisp grey shirt and light brown trousers stepped out. Tino rushed over, pointing emphatically. "It was right here! I always park right here under this tree." The officer listened intently, his gaze sweeping across the vacant lot. He nodded slowly, then turned his head, looking towards the far side of the car park. A single solitary car sat gleaming under a distant lamppost. The officer's eyes crinkled at the corners. "Sir," he began, a gentle smile playing on his lips, "you said you had to park somewhere else today?" He pointed. "Is that your blue sedan all the way over there?" Tino followed his finger. Relief, hot and swift, flooded him, followed immediately by a wave of profound embarrassment.